Hi there, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to talk about how I do the start players prediction and also match prediction. Okay. So what is the process that I follow? What methods of astrology that I use to come up with these predictions? So it's going to be interesting. Please watch the entire video without fail and don't forget to like the video at the end. Cheers.
वल्लभं गजाननं एकदन्तं ओम नमो नारायणाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः शत्रुबुद्धि नाशय. Hi everyone, welcome back to Astrologic. So today I'm going to explain you how I do star players and match predictions for IPL cricket matches, using the astrology and numerology methods. Before we start, this channel Astrologic, I started because I believe that Vedic science, when I say Vedic science, astrology and numerology, and recently law of attraction techniques, these are the methods which are less known, especially for the newer generation, the generation Z, right? So the current generation may not know too much of the Vedic science, which I believe can solve many problems, that we go through. And after getting formally trained, I have at least 3 to 4 mentors, gurus, from whom I learned the Vedic science. Have been learning, because it's like an ocean. And coming back to the point, what I was trying to say is the aim of this channel is to create the awareness of the Vedic science, its techniques, so that we can lead a better life. After getting trained and after applying these methods in my own life, after seeing results, I went public. I thought, let me spread the awareness, and therefore the journey started. And 95% of the people, I can proudly say, who come to me have been given a lot of remedies, recommendations, accurate predictions, and many of them have been really doing well now. And every 3 months or 6 months, they keep coming back to me to analyze their charts, their kundlis, and it's a lovely feeling to help someone who is in distress. And I hope that this journey continues, and I'll be able to take these methods to many people in my lifetime, right, if God wills. So that's the context. And after that, I had a curiosity last 2 to 3 years as to how about predicting sports outcomes, right? So most importantly, obviously, cricket is something which we all follow, and therefore I picked up cricket. And I started experimenting, 3-4 years back, and I got some success initially, especially with star players prediction. But still, there was something missing out. I didn't have one crucial data, which I got this cycle. That's the reason you're seeing that, the predictions are more accurate. And before we go ahead, if you have been watching my videos, fantastic. Please ensure that you subscribe and you keep liking the videos and keep commenting, so that I get some motivation to make these videos. And if you are coming to my channel for the first time, viewing this video for the first time, after seeing this video, please go back and watch all my prediction videos, and also my earlier videos about astrology, numerology, etc. And keep liking them. You will definitely find them interesting. And the IPL is ending now, this Sunday, 28th. So I will try to provide the match prediction for other international series which are going on. And also I will start producing videos around astrology and numerology methods for predictions, prediction of events, remedies. So there's so many things to talk about and share when it comes to astrology. I will try to make a honest effort to post videos regularly every week, and look forward to you viewing them, and sharing your continuous feedback and appreciation, and you know to help uh, to move forward in this journey. Okay, so now first half of this video I'm going to cover the star players prediction, and the second half will be match prediction. So what is the update around that? Okay, so now you might have seen that I keep posting these updates every single day from 24th April till 26th of May. Every day, every match, I have given these predictions, and you can see that it's working wonderfully well. So it gives a sense of satisfaction. And let me show you how I do this first. Okay, so first and foremost, to do this right, I need certain data points. Okay, so if you are seeing my screen now, first thing that I had to do was to collect the database of all the players for all the teams, GT, MI, RCB, KKR, RR, CSK, LSG, PBKS, SRH. So this was a little bit Herculean task, but I managed to collect all the data. Now, what are the three critical things that I want? Actually, four. Let's start with three. The first thing I need is their jersey numbers. Second, their complete name. Third, their name numbers, what we call as name numbers. Fourth is their birth date. Okay. So, what is the importance of this, right? So, for that, I have to talk about something called as the vibrations, right? So, in numerology, mm, in the world, actually, the universe, everything has certain vibrations, and on a particular day, uh, you know uh, we call something called as the ruling numbers. So the vibration of the player has to match with the ruling planets or ruling numbers vibration. So whenever the frequency of vibrations of the player matches with the vibrations of the ruling planets, then there is a high probability that that player will do well that particular day. Got it? So this is the premise of predicting the star players, purely numerology. Okay, I don't consider anything else. How Mayank Agarwal played in his last four innings, how Rahul Tripathi did. I don't look at any of their past performance or their current form. Okay, you can say Shubman Gill is there almost every time he played as a star player. It was not by accident, so I will show you how. So one of his numbers were matching all the time, all the days, with the ruling numbers. So that's the beauty of this method. And if you were wondering that I was doing it in some random way, by chance, you are wrong. So I follow a very scientific approach to do this, and it takes efforts. Okay. So now let's see the final match, right? So I'm preparing for the final match. So that will be a good case study to show you as to how I do it. So this is the match on Sunday between GT and CSK. So which are the ruling numbers? 1489. And this is something which I can't reveal as to how these ruling numbers are derived. So some of you who are astrologers or numerologists, watching this video will be able to crack it, but others it will be slightly difficult because this is something like a trade secret, right? So I can't reveal this. Let's see in the future, probably I'll talk about it more. Now for Sunday 28th May, these are the ruling numbers. These are the ruling numbers. Now first team GT, so I go back to the GT database, player database, and you can see David Miller is jersey number is 10. His name number starts with 1641, and birth date is 10th. So which means that he has number 1 in all the three places. Number 1 ruling number in all the three places. That's why it is highlighted bold. If it appears more than more than once, twice, then I highlight that in bold. Okay, so like that, I have the data for all the team members in GT. Likewise in CSK, for all the team members, I have the data. Which data? Jersey numbers, their name number, their date of birth. Now, how the name number is calculated, I can tell you that it's not a problem. So just copy this. There is a site called Name Numerology, So you go and just put the complete name, Ambati Raidu, calculate name numerology. Then it will give me his numbers, which are his name number, which is destiny number, it's his soul's urge number or heart's desire, and personality number. Okay, we don't bother too much about these two. What is important is this name number or the destiny number. So 173, so you can see 173 for Ambati Raidu. So 1 is there as a ruling number on Sunday. So Ambati Raidu also comes into picture for CSK. Okay, so this is how what I do is, let me show you few examples. So David Miller, right, GT, let's go back to GT, David Miller. Then Kane Williamson, I think is not there this season. Then you can see Abhinav Manohar also in bold because it is 1 plus 8 is 9, then 1 and 7. So 1 and 9, right? 1 and 9 are the ruling numbers. So it's twice, so he's in bold. Then Shubman Gill, Shubman Gill, right? 1 and 8. So almost every match, these his numbers are in alignment with the ruling numbers. So that's the reason Shubman Gill is there always. He scored some 100 plus, right? Yesterday, 129 runs. Okay, if he was not there in so the ruling numbers for yesterday was 1368, right? See, 1368, and what is his uh, numbers? 718. So 1 and 8 is there, right? That's why I had to give Shubman Gill, right? So which means that the universe is favoring him, and he had to play, and he is in good form. I didn't give his name because he is in good form. I gave his name only because of this logic, that his ruling numbers his numbers are matching with the ruling numbers. His vital numbers, let's call this vital numbers. Players' vital numbers are matching with the ruling number. Okay. So David Miller, then Abhinav Manohar, right? Shubman Gill. See, I told you Shubman Gill already. Matthew Wade, I don't know whether he's playing or not, but he is also 1 plus 3, 4 and 8. Then you have Urvil Patel, Vijay Shankar. So you see all these names, very weird, strange names, because they are there in the team. They may not be in the playing 11, but they are on the bench. But why I studied for all the players is because tomorrow suddenly in the playing 11, Urvil Patel is announced. It's highest probability that he's going to do well. All of a sudden, he's in the team and he has got a very good vibration aligned with the rolling numbers. I can give you some examples. Akash Madwal, initially nobody knew him, suddenly he came into recognition, he became a champion, right? Then there was, this guy, Devdutt Padikal was not playing, and suddenly, that day he played. And then you have, this guy, I tell you, Prabsimran Singh. See, Prerak Mankad was not there in many matches, suddenly he played. And then you have this guy, Philip Salt. And so I have to keep all the names which are in alignment with the vibrations of the universe on that particular day, for that particular day. Once the playing 11 is announced, very quickly in 5 minutes, I filter this entire list and I only keep the playing 11. So Matthew Wade, KS Bharat, you can see he's also there. KS Bharat, because number 8 is there. He has never played. I will most probably have to delete his name. So be it. So I'll delete it, right? So that's how, you can go on. Urvil Patel, 1 and 8, 1 here name number, and then 1 plus 7, so 1 and 8. And then you have some Jaydev Yadav, again 4, so I need to keep him. Vijay Shankar, 10, 4 and 8, all the 3 vital numbers are matching with the ruling numbers. Okay, who is this? Vijay Shankar. So you will see Vijay Shankar's name in bold. You will see Vijay Shankar's name in bold, right? So this is GT. GT, where is Vijay Shankar? So you can see Vijay Shankar here. His name is in bold. So likewise, Rahul Tevashia, 9 and 4. So I need to keep him. Haven't I kept Rahul Tevashia? Where is Mr. Rahul Tevashia? There he is. Actually, he's supposed to be in bold because 4 and 9. Okay. So likewise, I continue to include the names based on the player's vital number. What are the vital numbers? The jersey number, the name number, and the date of birth. Okay. So continue to keep all of them. Noor Ahmad, initially, no one was giving Noor Ahmad, but I was giving Noor Ahmad. Okay, so he clicked in many matches. Okay, so this is how I do it. And then once the toss is over, once the playing 11 is announced on Crickbus, once the playing 11 is announced, okay, then I go down, see the playing 11, and then I update this list and I post it. I hope you got a gist of how I do this. Very scientific way of picking up the players from numerology perspective, nothing else. Okay, pure numerology. Okay, I hope the takeaway therefore is that star players prediction can be done using numerology technique. Fine. Now let's go to match prediction. So match predictions, is still in beta phase. So what I mean by beta is that, there are basically 2 methods for match prediction. The first method is something based on the Prashna Shastra. Okay, Prashna Shastra. That is asking a question to the universe, and then you try to predict who is going to win. Now, see, this was a classic example. Yesterday, GT and MI. Okay, so qualifier 2 match. So what I had to do, let me explain the process. Okay, the first step is to identify something called as the ruling planets. Ruling planets. So there is a method. I use a software, uh, an application using which, at the time of prediction, when I am sitting and doing the prediction, what are the ruling planets? So I have to identify that. Then during the match, which are the transit planets? In the same app, again I derive the transit planets for the time of the match. So typically match starts at 7:30, and I usually look at the end of the match. What planets are in the sky when the match is ending. What planets are in the sky? Those are the transit planets at that point of time. So the first, there are 5 planets. The ascendant sign lord, ascendant star lord, moon sign lord, moon star lord, and day lord. This is the classification of these 5 planets. Then I derive the something called as the supporting planets for each team which are playing. For GT supporting planets, yesterday when I did the prediction, at that point of time, the supporting planets that I derived were Mercury, Mars, Mars, and for MI it was Mars, Jupiter, and Mars. Now you can see it is almost so well balanced, right? Mars represents aggression. That's why in my video I said yesterday that both the teams will play aggressively and there will be a lot of boundaries, and it came true. It was a huge score, lot of boundaries, right? And I also said that because of Mercury, GT is having an edge. Because of Mercury, is having an edge. Why did I say that? When I had to isolate, when I had to extract the winner between these two, I had to go one step further to identify during the match, which star is prominent, right? Which star is prominent. So Ashlesha Nakshatra, or Ashlesha star was prominent during this match yesterday throughout the day. So throughout the day and night. Therefore, I looked at the ruler of Ashlesha Nakshatra, and the ruler of Ashlesha Nakshatra is Mercury. Okay, so therefore, I got a hint that GT should win. See the previous match, LSG and MI should win. So this is something I write, after I do the calculations, and then later I come back and write what happened. Okay, so Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury were the supporting planets for LSG, and Mercury, Mars, Jupiter are the supporting planets for MI. Now you can see here that Saturn might give struggle. It's again, I have to talk a lot of things if I have to talk about the characteristics of the planets. So we'll keep it for another day. So this combination is better. Mercury, Mars. So Mars shows aggression. Mercury is always better because it is the third house lord in the natural kundli. So it shows parakrama, that is courage, right? So Mercury is always better. So looking at that, I could say that. So likewise, every day, see, every day I have done this. Okay, and sometimes it has failed. Nothing is 100% in this world. So sometimes it has failed, and most of the time. So the threshold or the capability of this method is about 85%. Okay, you can see right from I don't know what date is this. uh, right from 9th April. I'm doing it right from 9th April. I've been doing, researching, evolving, re-engineering, re-looking, and trying to find the best combination for any team on a particular day. This is the first method. Now there is another method, okay, which is casting the charts. Okay, so this also you can see the efforts which have gone in doing this kind of analysis calculations, right? So in this case what we do is we cast the chart, for example. Okay, so let's say 7th May RR versus SRH. So at 7:30 p.m. I cast the chart, the Rasi chart for RR, sorry, at 7:30 p.m. and then at 9:30 p.m. I cast another Rasi chart. So these two are required. And then for the same timings, that is 7:30 p.m. first innings, I cast something called as Dasama chart or D10 chart. And for 9:30 p.m. When the second inning starts, I cast something called as again the Dasama or the D10 chart. So the Rasi chart which you saw above is a generic chart, whereas the Dasama or D10 chart is to analyze the professional outcome. Okay, so it's a chart using which you can analyze the courage and the professional outcomes. Okay, so we use the Sama chart. This method doesn't seem to be very robust. Okay, so that's the disclaimer and warning in advance. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it doesn't work. So SRH batted second and won as predicted. So in this, we look at, so typically what we look at in these charts, especially in this method, that the Sama charts or D10 charts are very important, crucial. We look at three, four things. One is the ascendant, the Lagna. Who is the Lagna Lord? In this case, the Lagna Lord is Moon. Where is Moon sitting? Moon is sitting in the 6th house, which is not good. 6th, 8th, and 12th house we call as Dustana, so it's not so good. Second, we look at the 3rd house. 3rd house is the house of courage and parakram. So we look at the 3rd house, and the 3rd house owner is Mercury. He is sitting in the 2nd house. So this is kind of not so bright or not so exciting, right, with this chart. And if you look at this chart, amazing. See, in the ascendant, Mars shows Mars signifies aggression. So in the ascendant only Mars is sitting. Okay, and adding to that, in the 3rd house, Jupiter gives you uh, good luck. So Jupiter is sitting in the 3rd house. Who is the lord of this house? The Lagna. The lord of the ascendant is Jupiter, and he is sitting in the 3rd house. So this, by closing your eyes, you can say that the team batting second is going to win. But there is a small catch. Okay, the catch is that this movement, this ascendant, changes almost every 10-15 minutes. Okay, now instead of 9:30, if the match starts at 9:40 or 9:41, the Lagna would have moved to this house, the next house. Then there is a problem. Then the Mars comes in the 12th house, and so this is very time sensitive. This method is time sensitive. So I have been struggling and comparing both the methods to understand which method works better, and finally I've come to a conclusion that this method, what I showed you first, Prashna Shastra, is comparatively better than this method. Okay, so I'm going to stick to this, and we'll definitely do wonders with this if God wills in coming days, in predicting the matches accurately, at least 85% or 80% of the matches accurately. If I can achieve 80% prediction accuracy, that is, if I can predict 80, forget 80, even 70 out of 100 matches correctly, then it's a big achievement, and you can do miracles. You can do miracles. Okay, anyway, so that's for a different day. So this is how I do both the star player predictions and match predictions. And match predictions, as I said, by the next IPL cycle, I should be able to churn out very good results. And even after IPL, I'll continue to use this method to predict the matches, the other tournaments. There are so many other tournaments which are there. So you can see that there's so many matches. Okay, test match it's not possible, but yeah. So there are many more matches, international matches, right, which are coming up. See, Sri Lanka versus Afghanistan, first ODI on June 2nd. So these kind of matches can still be predicted, because it is not that you can predict only IPL matches with this. Any match where two players, two teams, three teams, four teams, any match where multiple teams are playing, you can predict, whether it is table tennis, lawn tennis, cricket, football, you name it. Okay, the process is same. So I will continue to test this and keep you guys posted on this. And thanks for watching the video. And so I hope that you got a gist of how this is done. What is the science behind this? The science is purely astrology and numerology. The match prediction is pure astrology, and the star player prediction is pure numerology. Okay, so the point once again that I wanted to drive is that Vedic science, or occult science, what we call, and the methods of Vedic science, whether it is astrology, numerology, Vastu, Nadi Shastra, there are so many sub subjects under the umbrella of Vedic science. So all of this were, derived thousands of years back from our saints, munis, and it kept on passing to generations. And in the current era, the popularity of this has reduced only because of 20% of the astrologers who, without knowing much, do it for money. The name has been spoiled from these kind of people. Some of the people who go on the television and sit and talk, they don't know ABCD of astrology and they go on talking. So because of such people, the reputation of this science has reduced. And I am one of the soldier on the ground who wants to, create this awareness on the genuine astrology benefits which are there, which one can reap. So I want the younger generation, the people, the middle-aged people who are suffering or struggling to get a job, having struggle in jobs, having struggles to get married, having issues with childbirth, businessmen who are struggling with their business, right? Someone is innocent and struggling in a litigation. So there are a lot of ways in which people keep struggling in their life. So was I. I'm not different. I had my own challenges and struggles, and apart from doing everything else, I started applying the remedies which are there for thousands of years from this noble science, and I was able to find relief and lead a peaceful life. So I also urge you to not to take this Vedic science lightly. And if you have any kind of issues, please try to find answers using methods from here. So thanks for listening to me. Thanks for watching this video. And until next time, Vinay signing off. And you please take care. Stay safe. Be good. Do good. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Thanks a lot. Also, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment on all the videos. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.